So we're gonna go on to chapter 11 today, and it's titled the sound check, pretty much checking your receptibility of your message by the people. You know how your message is getting across, right? And just focus on what we just want to share this afternoon. And pretty much we're in the part 4 of the book, which talks about the discovery of delivery, right? You have your message is all about ensuring that the delivery is right, that you get the message to the audience, right? That's all we've been checking. We had the first chapter last week, and we're here on to the next chapter. Just all about delivery, talking about ensuring that your message gets across to the audience. Uh, and he starts this chapter with this quote, talking about getting an audience is hard. Yeah, you know, having to connect with the audience, it's a job to be done because everyone is concerned about their own business. Right? You have to give them a reason to share their own business, as it were, to focus on your own business, right? So it's like that. It's the way you have to capture their attention. It's one thing to capture it, is another thing to sustain it for the period of your communication, right? And that's what we want to talk about here. Is ability to capture the attention of your audience and keep it till you're done with your message so that your message can hit home, right? And pretty much like TD Jakes emphasizes in the book, the art of communication is typically about movement, right, or motion, right? Jim Rohn would say that the essence of every communication is action, right? Your communication is not done until the people have something to do. Right? It's not about being impressed by your presentation. It's the fact that they leave with an action to take, a place to be, right? Because your essence of your communication is to bring them into a world, your own world, right? For them to make a movement from wherever they are into the world that you are in or presenting, as it were, because it's your heart trying to communicate to their heart until they can feel what you feel about the message and see what you see you have not done, right? So it involves emotion, a movement is from wherever they are to the place where you want them to be, right? And it talks about the fact that the best communicators are able to carry their audience on that journey, cause there to be an action, cause there to be a movement from wherever they were to where they need to be by as per whatever is being communicated, right? Otherwise, it's been a waste of everybody's time. Communication has not been effective. And it goes on and says the one extra step in maintaining that, obviously, is capturing and maintaining the attention of the audience, right? Uh, and obviously, to do that, you must have something worthwhile for them, something they desire, something that will capture their fancy, their interest, something that gives them a place called there to go, right? And that's one way of capturing what their audience, what their attention per se. And that's the job of communicating. It takes a lot of work, a lot of research, right? Because you need to know your topic, right? You need to know what you're trying to deliver so you can deliver it, right? Because if you don't know where it is you want to take them to, how will they know, right? So, like I say, typically, I become the message so that I can take them to the place that the message is tending to take the people to, right? So you must know yourself. You must know your subject. You know, to the best of your ability for that particular event. You need to know your subject matter, right? And so if you know your subject, then delivery becomes an easy flow, right? Because then you're not concerned about not knowing where you're going. Because if you know your subject, then you have a picture of where it is you want to take the people to. So it's easier to lead them to what you're seeing, right? And he pretty much emphasizes here the fact that it's not by trying to force them, as it were, to, right? And you know, leadership is a gift that the followers give to the leader, right? It's not something you take by force, right? You have to give them a reason to follow, right? And that's unlike what we see around in most places, and people are trying to beat the people down with their words. That's not leadership. That's being a terrorist, not a leader, a boss, not a leader. A leader does not force the people to follow. Rather, like he hands the respect and the followership, as it were, of the people. It's not something you take by force. It's something that you hand. You give them a reason to want to follow you, right? And that's critical. As it were, yeah.